out to meet with a nurse for my initial consultation. Then I'll be meeting with the doctor, and I'm going to try to document the questions that I'm asking so that I have a record for myself and so that I can share this information with Erin when I get home.
Basically what you break it down to is you've got, obviously the tip is wide and a little bulbous, and then your base, I think, is wide. The only other thing is you got a very slight, tiny little bump right there. It's very small. You really want to take down some of this dorsum so that it gives you a little bit more contour to the tip.
Today I'm heading in for my pre-op appointment at Marietta Plastic Surgery. This is basically 2 weeks before my outpatient surgery will be performed. I'm going by myself because Erin has to take Ezra for a major doctor's appointment that happens to be on the same day at the same time in different places. So I'm actually taking our work car. It's smelly, it doesn't have air conditioning, but I am super excited about this, so I don't care. This place actually has a machine where they can kind of digitally show me what my face is going to look like after this procedure, and I'm really excited to see that.
Look straight forward, right left.
These are my Vectra images that came out today. The photo on the left is what I look like today, and then the photo on the right is kind of a little bit of an illustration of what they expect that I will look like. I was given a prescription for 3 different drugs and advised to try to have these filled in advance so that I wasn't scrambling the night before my procedure. I'll need some of this as well. I'm gonna go with the generic brand because I know it works. Erin picked up some antibacterial soap for me today. I was told to buy bar soap, fragrance-free if possible, that's antibacterial in nature, and to essentially scrub every part of my body down before going in for my surgery. It is the weekend before my rhinoplasty. I'm allowed to have alcohol up to 2 days before my procedure is done. We are heading out on what we call a family date, where we take all the kids, we go hang out with other adults. Erin and I don't typically drink, but socially we definitely do. So since I was told that I can only drink up until 2 days before my procedure, we're just gonna let loose and have a good time with the kids today. We're bringing the food, they're providing the alcohol, and it should be fun. You're doing great, babe! You're doing great! It's 4:30 the morning of. I scrubbed myself down with antibacterial soap just a few minutes ago. I've actually been doing that for the past couple of days, but I wanted to make sure that I was super clean as I'm heading out. I'm not allowed to have deodorant on, certainly no makeup, no lotions, no like dry shampoos, nothing that essentially might cause some kind of infection. So I'm trying to just keep myself super clean. All my piercings have been removed, but I'm really excited. I'm wearing a bathing suit top because all my bras are sports bras, and I need to make sure that I have something that I can put on that other people can put on for me that doesn't require me to pull something over my head. I got a couple of things at Walmart, including the dress that I'm going to be wearing after the procedure. It's a button up the front. And then I got a couple of fun things like slippers, and then some kind of really goofy thing at Walmart. It's like a onesie pajama with a hoodie. I got it because I'm not sure if I'm going to frighten the kids when I come back, and really that's my big concern, is getting back here as soon as I can so I can help Erin take care of the kiddos. So having a couple of things that might make it easier to transition. Plus it's going to be comfy and it zips up in the front. So I'm going to head out. I've got 2 hours until I have to be at the facility. My sister's an hour and 15 minutes away, so I'm doing good. It is 6:30. We are here on time. It's pretty amazing. Doesn't she look lovely, folks? She looks beautiful. The one of us with makeup on. She's a super busy professional. But you're busy.
I am busy.
No bobby pins in my hair, of course.
Probably want to take your shirt off before you put that on.
It'll be like this, only I'm gonna take my clothes off. So, 4 to 6 weeks of inactivity. 4 to 6 weeks! So, that went so well. I woke up really disoriented and in a lot of pain with a dry mouth, but the nurses were so nice. This is really painful, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a weird kind of pain because it's like right there. In the back of my mind, I just think your hubby worked really hard to give this to you. I'll try not to get emotional, but
It's such a wonderful gift. So I'm going to do my best to be a good patient. I can't do this alone. So I'm so happy.
She has to keep her head upright for 5 to 7 days, and she's allowed to put ice on her eyes but not her nose. She will have to get up and walk around for at least 5 minutes every 2 hours.
It's been about 2 hours since we got back. It's gauze changing time. I love you. It's morning, day 2. My sister is taking care of me. She gave me a wipe down with a washcloth and we're cleaning out my nose right now. I feel like I'm gonna be happy. I mean, I'm happy now. Hey. My hands are kind of swollen, so I'm glad that I did take off my wedding ring. And here are my feet. Look at these tootsies. Oh my gosh. I feel really bad that I have had to put my family out so much for this. My sister's now going to get me more V8 juice. I've really loved having V8 juice, and she's just been so wonderful to me. I mean, I just had no idea I was going to need so much help. I'm super excited. We're heading home now. It's the end of day 2.
All right, guys.
I'm more excited about having the cousins here.
Mommy, why I miss you.
You just got a boo-boo nose, that's all, okay?
Ow. Why you hurting up?
It's gonna be okay, baby. It's just healing. I'm feeling way better today. I think it's because I've had so much sleep. I really feel so much better. My eyes are less swollen today.
The Halls came by and brought us some jerk chicken, which is really awesome. So we're still cooking it in the oven right now.
I was sleeping, so I missed the Hall's visit.
They're very, very sweet people, and they
They're wonderful.
get along great with their kids. So
Yeah, they're actually going to be moving into an RV soon. They're going to be doing the RV lifestyle. So we have really amazing friends. Doing a surgery like this is not necessarily something everybody thinks is a wise thing to do, but the people who are in our life are like so wonderful to us. We've had so much help, and I'm so glad because this has been way harder than I thought it was going to be. We're on day 4 of recovery. There was a time when I was 30 weeks pregnant with Marcus where I had a horrible illness. I had a really bad, I was throwing up and had a high fever. I was taken to the hospital, and Aaron actually was not able to be with me when I was taken to the hospital. He met me there later. And when I got there, they didn't know what was wrong with me, so they assumed that I had some kind of a biohazardous problem, some kind of infection that would be like infectious to other people. So they brought me into a containment center and like covered me in plastic. They gave me a neck catheter, and that was like they just like shoved a neck catheter in that put a tube right to my heart so they could get medicine right to my heart. And I had like a plastic sheet over my head, and there was blood everywhere, and I couldn't talk. And that was literally similar to this. Like, I had a week of recovery, and at that point, they filled me with so much fluid that I ended up with fluid on my lungs. Like, the swelling I've had in my feet and my hands is nothing compared to the swelling I had that time. And I had oxygen breathing for me. So it's funny how, funny's not the right word, but I will say that the first 48 hours of this procedure reminded me so much of that experience. I was just talking to God. I was like, okay, Lord, I'm by myself, but please help me. Please help me. And Aaron was able to get there a little bit later. Marcus was born still safely like 12 weeks later.
Yep, I'm born.
But Marcus just said, yep, I'm born. I love you, buddy. It's Sunday today. And the nurses were very adamant when they talked to my sister on Friday that I needed to be off of the Percocet by the end of the weekend. And I really want to be a good patient, so I'm trying to really follow instructions. So yeah, we're going to be just on Tylenol for the rest of today. I'm wearing this protective cloth because my nose is still dripping. It's not heavy.
not often as it was.
Hey, Pumpkin, you been good?
I love you, Mommy.
I love you too, baby.
Oh, Marcus.
Yeah, Mark is a...
So, as you can see, Mommy got her surgery.
Yes, I did.
This is what it likes.
This is what it looks like.
My mommy.
What, baby?
My mommy.
What about, what's right? What'd you say?
Look, Mommy.
This is what it looks like when you have to change your nose.
Yeah, this is what it looks like when you change your nose.
Those are brown memory.
Yeah, well, there's some stuff on there right now. Aaron and I are heading back to the doctor today. It's actually Aaron's first time meeting my doctor, so yay. The stitches are coming out, baby. Woo! So here's what it looks like under the splint, and my stitches have just been trimmed. So I'm gonna have another splint put on, so this will be covered up again in a second, but looks good.
Looks so good.
So that went really well. I mean, we were literally in and out in like 10 minutes. It was super fast. No numbing of my nose, so it was uncomfortable, but I knew this procedure was not going to be like the most pleasant. Even though I didn't know what it was going to be like to have the stitches cut out today, it kind of felt like my skin was being nicked, but it wasn't. Actually, like, she did a really good job. So the stitches are out now, and I have another temporary brace over my nose. I'll have this on for the next week, and then I won't actually be back here for 3 more weeks, so I'll kind of be managing this on my own for a week.
Day 3 and 4, her eyes were so swollen that they were actually swollen shut.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you know, she definitely looked like she was an MMA fighter. But much better now. Yesterday, for the first time, last night, I would say I saw her facial expressions, and then this morning, much better. It was pretty interesting. I think she looks really, really pretty, and she's looking much better.
Aaron and I are out and about today. We have taken a trip to Walmart to do some birthday present shopping. My sister was kind enough to come and take all 4 kids for an overnight stay, so kind of amazing that we've been let loose. And I'm feeling a little bit better today. I had a lot more trouble last night trying to sleep in a bed than I thought that I would. And also I have found that my skin has gotten kind of dirty underneath these braces, and so I'm really glad that Aaron bought me a special kit. This kit was such a good purchase in my opinion. We found it on Amazon. It was $10, and it affords you the opportunity to clean out your pores without damaging your skin. Especially after a sensitive procedure like this one, if you find that you have blemishes on your skin in an area that is covered by one of these splints, being able to clean out pores delicately is a really big deal. After having a semi-permanent splint on my face for 5 days, once it was removed and then this more temporary splint was put on, I found that my skin was kind of aggravated, and I'm so thankful that I have the tools now to be able to delicately take care of any blemishes without really hurting myself or causing damage to my face. It's been a week since my stitches were taken out. I was so excited that day. It took all my energy to go and have that appointment. I've left the house a couple of times since then, but every time I've left the house to do anything or tried to really participate, like with my kids' homeschooling, I feel exhausted very quickly, and then I feel really bad when I come home. Like, I feel like nauseous and just not good. So I know my body's not doing particularly well with this. I don't really know if this is standard because I've never had conversations with people who've had nose jobs before, and from what I understand, it's really different for each person depending on what procedure you've had done. For me, because I had the bridge of my nose pulled in and also the tip of my nose pulled in, I really feel like my nose has had like the 1-2 punch, and I'm just trying to be patient to see when I feel like myself again. And I'm extremely fortunate that my family is so supportive. I mean, I have many people in my life that if I called right now and I said, I need meals made for the next week, or something's really not going right with me, I need help with my kids. Like, there are many, many, many people who would help me. And I don't know how you would be able to do this if you didn't have a community of people in your life who love you and care about you, because man, I mean, I don't even know. Like, I guess you could pay people to take care of you. That would be really expensive. But yeah, Erin works from home. My mom is my co-teacher with homeschooling. And so she has been able to carry our lessons forward and work with the kids. And even just being able to sit here and film without all of my kids next to me is kind of amazing. I've been in my bathrobe, I mean, basically for like 2 weeks. I am 15 days post-op today. I still have some bruising on the side of my face. Today is the first day that I've attempted to wear makeup. I'm only leaving the house because my youngest daughter is sick and I have to get her some medicine, and I may end up having to take her to the doctor today. So I would still be inside in a bathrobe if I didn't have to be out doing something. I hate to even say that because I really was kind of personally expecting that I would bounce back a lot faster. My nose is still almost entirely closed on the inside. I have attempted to lightly blow it because it's kind of a baffling thing to me that my nose is still like swollen shut. But it definitely is predominantly swelling on the inside. And it feels a lot like having like a sinus infection where you have like a tremendous amount of pressure that causes me to have headaches and I feel nauseous. I actually might be coming down with some kind of a sinus issue. I don't really know because I'm not sure how much of my symptoms to attribute to my rhinoplasty, but I feel really, really icky, and it's tough to feel icky for this long. I'm heading out now to go meet with my plastic surgeon again. It's been 5 weeks since the procedure, and really this is supposed to be the last follow-up, that's my understanding. My nose is looking great, even though it's still really, really swollen, especially basically all the way through here. I still do have one stitch that kind of goes through from this nostril to this nostril, and I'm definitely looking forward to having that cut out today. Thankfully, it'll be about 3 or 4 months before I actually have pictures taken that kind of show the after to compare with my before pictures. The swelling is going down every day. I can totally tell the difference, and I'm really excited to see what it looks like as time passes. It's been exactly 2 months today since my rhinoplasty procedure was done, and I totally love my nose. It's still swollen, and it's going to be a couple of months still before I go back to visit with my plastic surgeon to have those before and after pictures done, but I can definitely tell the difference. The swelling on the inside of my nose is still a little bit cumbersome, and I still clean it out with a Q-tip sometimes when I feel like it's getting clogged. It was a huge gift for my hubby to give this to me, and I am ridiculously thankful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you found the information to be helpful. If you did, give us a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and then you'll be alerted the next time we have a video ready. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Is that
We're gonna baby.
Okay. Okay, stop. Okay, whoa.
I just said this. Me, my head and Leah's head are in the way. Isaac teleported.